What's up, guys? Welcome back to Robert Trace Cars by Triple B. We're in the shop today. We're going to do something a little different. Going to work on a 55 Oldsmobile. This car right back here, you've probably seen it in the background of a few videos so far. It was my grandpa's car that he left to me, and I really want to get it going by Cruising the Coast 2022. So we're going to jump on the rear end today. Got my buddy Colby hooked me up with a sweet 9-inch rear end. Did a lot of stuff to it, disc brakes, narrowed it up. Put a link in the description to get a hold of him. Does great work, all kind of fabricating metal work. You can't beat his prices, and he's a great guy. Here's a little overview of the car, a little pass through. Took the rear end out of it already. It was a later model Oldsmobile rear end that somebody put in here that was way too wide. Got the front end all broke apart, got it took apart, kind of cleaned up and painted. Disc brake kits and those boxes right there. We're gonna get this car up on jack stands here shortly, get it out of the corner where we can start working on it, maybe start reassembling it. Here's the rear end we got from Colby. Did an awesome job. Disc brake kit, new axles, narrowed it up, I believe, 2.5 inches on each side. So we're gonna have plenty of room to get some nice wheels underneath it. Them custom made lowering blocks where you don't have to go buy the old aluminum just blocks and your major U-bolts. Got everything made in there, even got the shock mount on the plate there. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Got to get it all cleaned up, wire wheeled, primed, painted, ready to bolt back underneath the car. He said we even lucked up and got a good chunk in it. So, feels good. My hand ain't no feeler gauge, but feels good. So let's get this thing cleaned up and hopefully stuck underneath that car within the next day or two. We'll see. Got my helper out here. What are you doing? Picking up little stuff?
Yeah.
Throw it in the trash, please. Got this thing dismantled. Got it all taken apart. Somewhat cleaned up. Getting ready to prime and paint. We did find out ring and pinion's junk. Look at all that rust. That's all right though. Spider gears look all right. We got it cleaned up. We can set these 9 inches up pretty easy. New ring, new pinion. Be like a brand new motor. Brand new motor, brand new rear end. Well, let's get the priming and painting. All right, we got it back on jack stands. Getting ready to get the front disc brake kit on it. Got the housing cleaned up and painted. It's drying now. Turned out really well. Got it drying. Got all our mounts painted and drying. Should look really, really good up underneath there. All right. maybe we can get this thing running one day. All right, sorry for not videoing it, but we got our front disc brake kit on it. Turned out really well on both sides. Got this side jacked up a little bit, see about where it's gonna ride. I think it might be pretty good. Changed the springs out. The springs had previously been cut. Lowered it down a little bit. We also got the housing stuck underneath the rear end of the car. Shock's just hanging there for now. Got a nice little brackets down there with the shock mounts on the bottom. No U-bolts, I like that. So, I'm gonna get the rear end cleaned up today, or the trunk. This box down here is the new ring and pinion. We got all our brake stuff into, well, new used. Got this plate cut out. All our holes are marked in it to drill out. It's gonna go where the box was on the firewall right here. We have our new swinging brake pedal kit here. Got to get all that underneath the car and mounted where we want it. Get rid of all this old brake stuff you can't really see down in there. Where is it at? Can't really see it. Anyways, it's right under here. It's underneath the steering column there. But ripping all that old brakes out of there. Gonna run all new line, front to rear. So at least the brakes will be all right. But old master cylinder, gonna clean it up and paint it. It was working good when it was pulled off the car. So hopefully we can get it all done here shortly. Set this thing on the ground and get it rolling, running, hopefully.